We have a couple more substantial NHL trades to discuss. A big one as well between the Boston Bruins and the Colorado Avalanche involving Charlie Coyle and Casey Mittelstadt, not Brad Marchand, as some I think we're hoping for. Plus, we have a big deal between the Detroit Red Wings and the Chicago Blackhawks, sending Mrazek and Smith back to Detroit. We'll discuss the outcome of both of these deals coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have a couple more trades to discuss here. The Avalanche and the Bruins have hooked up on a deal with the Avalanche acquiring veteran centerman Charlie Coyle from Boston. Of course, the Bruins continue to try to get younger here and kind of retool this team after, I guess, what they would refer to as a disappointing season. So Charlie Coyle and a 5th-round pick are going to the Avalanche in exchange for Casey Mittelstadt, a 2nd-round pick, and prospect Will Zellers. So it's a pretty good prospect there. Zellers having a good season in USHL. Mittelstadt had a good start to his time in Colorado, but has not lived up to the hype as the number 2 centerman there. So obviously getting Brock Nelson and now Charlie Coyle will really deepen the Avalanche down the middle and give them a much more stronger group there. So that's certainly a good pickup by the Boston Bruins. Mittelstadt gets to go to Boston, where hopefully he can continue to find consistency in his game. He's a good, talented player, but he just has had a tough time at the NHL level being consistent. The other big deal here, or not really too big a deal, it's kind of a confusing deal, to be honest, between Detroit and Chicago. Detroit sends young player Joe Veleno to the Blackhawks. Veleno signed for another year at $2.2 million to Chicago for veteran forward Craig Smith and veteran goalie Peter Mrazek. Mrazek is signed for another year at over $4 million. What is Detroit doing? I can understand maybe moving Veleno. Veleno's had not a great season. Certainly had a setback in his production. I can understand maybe considering moving on. But for these guys, they already have Alex Lyon and Cam Talbot. Plus, they have Sebastian Cossa on the way up with Mrazek signed for another year. I do wonder what this will do for their roster. I mean, are they going to move one of the other goalies? Is Lyon maybe going to be on the move, or Talbot? Detroit's right in the playoff hunt here too, so it doesn't make sense for them to really do anything to weaken themselves. It's kind of an odd deal for sure. A couple other things happening, which I know I don't have the full details on, but I know the Blue Jackets are getting Luke Kunin from the Sharks, and the Devils appear to be getting Cody Glass from Pittsburgh, but don't have the full details on those trades here as of yet. So let me know your thoughts on the trade between the Bruins and the Avalanche and the Red Wings and the Blackhawks. We'll be back a little bit later. There's some talk about the Vegas Golden Knights maybe looking to pull off something big. I kind of just got a gut feeling maybe it could have something to do with Bruins captain Brad Marchand, but we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if I'll write on that one or not, but we'll find out here in due time. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.